Last chance in the NfLL Cup for the international section. We've got our last minute suicide squad, so we get a chance to get these guys out once more. We've got two block trolls, one with grab and stand firm, unskilled on these weapons. A sneaky hooligan, this guy who's an excellent setup for fouling and sacking, wrestle, tackle, sidestep, diving tackle, kick and sneaky git as a backup, but he's suffering an armor. Block and frenzy, and then we've randomed a diving tackle this morning, just before the match. We're up against some Vamps. It's Kindirin, he's a good coach, and it's a good vampire team, and vampire is a terrible matchup for Goblins, so this is going to be a really tough match to get any kind of result. So we've got one blodge, one block frenzy, so we've got to be careful near the sidelines. Even our sidestepper, because they can just turn off sidestep and then punch us out. Blodge leader, blodge pro, sidestep. Only one tackle on the team and it's on a thrall. Block, tackle, strip ball, so we can kill this guy. Dirty player pro, so we're going to need some kind of anti-foul and biased ref. Kick, which will be a real pain in our backside, so we can kick it deep and then swarm us. And then fend. 3 rerolls, 1 appo. So we'll have 230 TV. So we'll get bomber, some bribes, and a biased ref, but it will be a tough match. We're going to have to get our murder on and kill all of these guys. We were supposed to do this earlier in the week, but we got our schedules mixed up, and we had to reschedule it. That was mainly me. We've also got 2 shiny hands for the troll now, since the update went through, so we'll be having all the luck that you get from a troll with 2 shiny hands. All the rest of the goblin fancy bits against these vamps, and let's see what we can pull off. So I can't imagine that he's getting any inducements. Yep, so blast ref, bribe, bomber dribble snot. There was other things that I looked at. You could go skitter and biased ref, but then the rest of my weapons he can just quick score and get rid of them. If I do something like Ripper, I don't have any bribes or the biased ref, and I can just get fouled to death and he can just walk away from Ripper. It's a high agi team, so I'm going to have to try the variants of Bomber. That'll give me a chance to blow up his cage. Oh, it's raining. Boo. This is going to make it even more difficult to do anything against these guys. Right. I'm imagining he goes on offense and tries to quick score. Yep. So we'll take you off, you on, take you off as well, because I'm imagining he's going to quick score and there's not much I can do to stop him. We'll bring the trolls back to make the cage corners. So diving tackles at the back to stop him. Kick, keep him safe. Diving tackle, block, bomber. It's going to be a bit of a painful one. Bring you guys in actually, just so that he can't just come straight through this guy and punch bomber to death. And if he goes to the troll, he's still going to have to go through these guys. But yeah, this is going to be a tougho. Let's see what we could do. If we're lucky enough to get a blitz or something like that, We can move one of these guys over, have a troll come and throw this guy to go try and get the ball back and get the score. But when he lacks a lot of tackle, and this is why we want 3 goblins on the thing, he can punch me a few times with that if he likes, but we want the trolls back here so they can do stuff. He doesn't have tackle, he doesn't have mighty blows, so the chances of actually just murdering all my goblins are pretty slim. If I put the 2 trolls up there, there's a good chance that they just get either completely ignored and I can't get them back into play if he goes for a quick score, or they can't throw anyone if I get a charge. So, kind of wasted on the LOS. So we'll see what we can do with them back here. So he's setting up, we'll get multiple hits along the side. This guy looks like he's going to come down and slap this guy, but it'll be a GFI. Where do we want? On the opposite side from the tackle, just in case something good happens. Something good happened. Right. How many have we got? 5. So come in here and ruin his setup a little bit. It's no block, no dodge on the vampire runner, so we'll give it a smack in the face. We get to smack him in the face. Ooh, and we get a removal straight away. Excellent use of a blitz. Fantastic. No regen either. That's what we love to see. So, 3, 4, 5. Okay. Protect the hooligan. Protect the bomber. We can't get up there with him. No, we moved that. But we can come and ruin this guy's day. Because even if we get up there, we'll catch it and we'll just get mobbed by those 2. And it's a 3 dice. He can turn off my block and my dodge. And just punch him down. So we're gonna come say hello to him. Because he's our target for the match, basically. Kill that guy. Gets the POW. Can't do much about that. Passes his bloodlust. Passes his hypnogaze. So that's good because he'll be stood there next turn. So if this guy survives getting hit, he does not. Let's see if he survives the damage. Where do we want to go? KO. Yeah, we'll take that. We've got another diving tackle and some other stuff. Hope we get him back later. Block is good skill. So the one goblin hit that it did do was the one that we needed, so we'll swarm this guy with some stuff. 2, 3. And get him with that, and then foul him with the hooligan down here. Goblin survives. Ooh, fumble. Fortunately, we can't get anyone up there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and that makes him surfable. Alright, so let's kill this guy. Power him down. Foul him off. He's their only tackle piece, so if we can give him a good shoe-in. KO, good enough. We're in business. Bring you down here. Keep him away from the stuff that we want. So that I'll have to put Vampire on the outside. And separate this Vampire. So again, he's got to make dice rolls. Ooh, 2 gone. It's quite nice. Hard to Apo as well because there'll be a... We will see if it does anything, and then we can try and bomb these guys. One down. Okay, so working our way through his team. He's got 3 thralls left on the pitch, which is a lot for his vampires to eat his way through. So you can hypno him and then come blitz him. Yep, here we go. Then that leaves this vampire exposed. So we'll just do a similar thing, we'll just run down and murder him. Blocks good skill. Let's hope he survives. Nope. So every time he's hit a good one, it's instantly removed. That's a bit of a pain on the backside. So it's going to be a struggle to stop anything that he does now. So we'll just go for a crazy amount of damage. just pushes. So we can frenzy, we could do a dodge, put these two on him, frenzy and then foul again. So there, put them around the outside, so that if he does go down, I'll still be able to get full assists. Because he hasn't got dodge, so he's a good target to come smack. Activates. Ooh. Or I could just go foul this guy. We do want to take out this guy so that we can't get surfed. And it's a bit of a risk doing the dodge, but we want to activate this guy and get into the middle rather than foul that, because he'll just come straight down here. We'll deal with this guy actually, because there is no dice rolls and it's just safer that way. There goes another fall. This could be a target for the Apo. Nope. Excellent. Activate him, just keep that guy tagged. And see if we can smack this guy. We cannot, but block is a good skill. So he's now out of bench, and these guys can come back. Does look like he's at least stalling a little bit. No tackle, we can pro. No go. Is that guy in? That means we can do something to him next turn, hopefully. Gets the POW. Hasn't had to use any rerolls yet. That's pretty... Everything's going KO. That's pretty annoying. Okay. Yeah, so it looks like we're just doing max damage, and then we'll save the other reroll for the one turn. Shame we couldn't get anything on him. But he's going to smack probably the diving tackle. Yep. Lock being a good skill. Someone survives. Huzzah. Ooh, there comes a bloodlust. But he's rerolled it. See if the hooligan survives, fingers crossed. So the first good piece that he's hit survives. Nice. And he's used up 2 rerolls, so that's quite good. And then we'll see what we can do. Ooh. Biased ref says get wrecked. Not even biased ref, just normal ref. Ooh, that's quite big. So we are chewing through the Vamp players now. Bring you over. See if we can get a POW. We get a cheeky POW, that's excellent news. And a KO. Ooh, fantastic. Right. So dodge around to here, he can hit him. Hey, let me move. So we've done a lot of damage to the Vamps. But he's taken out. He took him out on the first hit. Bomber he took out straight afterwards. But they can come back, so I'm just trying to figure out what I can do here. Probably want to be doing this and then disengage the rest. We're just going for super damage. He took out my bomb, so I can't really sack him. So I'm just trying to kill as much as possible. Down here, I would take 2 dodges just to get 1 hit. Suppose I could, actually. And take out the last thrall. Lock Frenzy for the win. Booyah! Just a stun though. Okay, so we'll do this just to start the foul. No luck. See if we can do it. No, just a 3. Very stupid. So he's got 5 players left. See if we can kill this last thrall. Then he's got 2 on his bench. There's another reroll. So you can hand off to this guy, who can still score. Ooh, he's not going to. Excellent, I'll take that. Gets POW. But this is going a lot better than I expected with the damage. Like, Kindirin's a good vampire coach, Lamumu, so you'll actually probably be able to see some good vampire plays if he has any pieces left to do it with. But if we can pressure him to score and still have all of this amount of time to come back with this few players, then we can do a whole load more damage. He's only got 1 reroll left and we can just blast through his team, hopefully. Just stumbles, take that. Gets the POW. So he's keeping his guy safe. So, come around here. Move him there. And then we will stand him up. Come around there just so he has to make a dice roll afterwards. See if we can do 2 2+s. Yes, we can. Get him away from his thrall. Our dodge has been pretty good this game actually, so I can't be upset about any of that. Can't really get around there. Alright, let's gum up his pitch and see what he does. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So we can get out with some double GFIs and avoid the diving tackle. Ooh, he's going back. Ace cakes. Can't really spend his reroll on that, but he can push him down here so that he can take some follow-up hits. But we can get dice on this ball now, hopefully turn him over. Just push. Turn this one into a skull. So, just push. Can't follow up. Well, he can, I suppose, because he's got this guy. Well, I'm just going to smash his thrall. Ooh, Bloodlust. Don't think he can reroll that. But he's got Frenzy. Gets the power down. Badly hurt. Right, don't need to save him. It's only badly hurt. And we've got another sneaky get up here. So we can carry on fouling. Right, so he's out of rerolls. So we can smack him, swarm him. What's this guy up here going to do? Lose his turn. Okay, that's fine. Right, so we start off killing this guy and separating him from the vampires. Or we'll just kill him. Then we can put this guy for 2 dice on the ball at a 2+. Before that, get you on him. Nope. Tactically ban the 1. Cheeky pow. We'll do that. Right, he's out of rerolls. I've still got 1. He does have plenty of options, but with his being his only thrall, he's got to stay here if he wants to do anything. Ooh, get spells. Probably up here. Oh, put some there. That's okay. Fails the hypnogaze. That's really good. So we've still got this runner who can just basically 2+ in. Yep. If we can force him to score, we've got 3 turns. That's quite good against absolute bugger-all players. And a chance for the weather to change. Tactically burning that double 1. Dodge saves him. Get dive and tackle on the ball. What are we going to do? Definitely going to foul this guy. Just a stun. Oof, KO. Alright, so we've got some rolls to do at the end, but he only has... He's got to basically do a 2+ to score. If he fails that, then he'll mess it up. Gets the POW. There goes all his good dice. Takes out my block guy though, so we'll have a bit of trouble getting him down. Gets the blitz. taking out the dive and tackle, or trying to. Dive and tackle says no go. Oh, he just runs away from it. Fair enough. This is overtime format, so if I can get the score on my drive, then I can beat him in overtime, because he'll have no team left. Right. So ideally we want to smash this guy, as he's the leader. Get an extra person for the foul. Just a stun again. There's not much point throwing this guy. We've done the blitz. Just end the turn. So it's 2+ for him to score. And then we can come back and do the one turn. Hopefully we'll get a change of weather. No, he's fine. So wait for him to get through his screens. 2 bribes. Do we want to get them back? Yeah, I can imagine that we're going to be having a lot of nonsense throughout the match. Ooh, all of them back. That's some really good KO rolls. Excellent. So, he's down to 9 players max, and he's going to have to put his good guys on the line so I can murder some of those. Kick's got to go at the back, otherwise he can't kick it deep. There's a deep line, so I can't throw over the top, so we'll have to see what we can do. But we can get some troll hits in. With the rain, it's unlikely that we'll be able to pick up and hand off, so we'll keep all the weapons off the pitch. This is the guy that we want to kill. Let's put you there. Right, so I can do this, throw the goblin from up here or from up here once we get rid of these guys. So we've got some good choices. Spread these guys out. Although he does have the kick skill, so chances are he's just going to pop it into the back, and then we're not going to get it anyway. Change of weather. So we get the change of weather, but the kick we can't do, so it's killing time. Which we kind of expected with the kick result. Wrestle, doing some work. Where can we do the most from? It's kind of irrelevant with that. So we'll just do the 3 dice. Push him this way. Pound down. Gone. Do something with Mighty Blow. That is not something. Right, so we're going to have to score on ours. Please die. Oh, come on. Chucking so much damage at him. Still nothing. See if we can get a cheeky throw off. Nope. Totally trash. Off it goes. Alright. What did the weather change to, by the way? Perfect conditions. Okie dokie. Right. So he's got 4 thralls. It'll be a deep kick and some pressure. See if he can go 2-0 up. So we have to do damage to the stuff on the line, protect our back, kill this guy. Can't put the kick on the line if he wants to use kick. But we have plenty of bench. We've got 3 more goblins that we can spare. So we can be pretty liberal with our pieces. But it's our drive now, so we can get our Saw and our Fanatic on and get a load of damage going. And then get some chainsaw action on some of these guys, like the runner. Oh, he's keeping him safe. Alrighty. That's nice. I don't mind if he hides his good thrall. Oh, okay, he's not. Gonna put the kicker back? Yeah, there you go. Okie dokie. So then we'll move 6. He's move 8. Okay, I can deal with this. Right. Trolls over there. Kicker can come off for the saw. You can come off for the phonetic. Keep you back. You guys out wide in case of a blitz. Alright, we're going to have a safety saw. Just because if they vampire bum rush through, I want to be able to kill a lot of them. That in case there's a blitz and it's out that side. Frenzy to push them off. Diving tackle on this side, diving tackle here. You guys in the middle. Do we have a goblin with any SPP? No, we used them all for randoms. Alright, off we go. Oh, we forgot to put our sneaky bit. Get on the pitch, that was a bit silly. Well, looks like we're going to be using that bribe on shitty fouls. Change of weather. Still perfect conditions. Okie dokie. Those over there to guard that. Right, let's kill some thralls. That's not what we wanted. That is just a stun though. That's a bit of a shame. Wrestle being the kill skill apparently. We'll get it on the block guy. For safety. Right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Hypno. You can come round. Right. That'll do. Right, so we got rid of one thrall, so he's down to 8 players on the pitch. The 2 thralls are over here, 1 at the back, and 5 vamps. Okay. Ideally, we want to chainsaw something like this. Yeah. So it looks like he's going to come through this way. Hopefully he can fail some bloodlust rolls. But Hypno being a 2+ in this edition makes vampires pretty obscene if the dice go well. Pro. So we do have a possible target to stab. Might mean sacrificing the chainsaw a bit. There's loads of 2+. So we could get there with 2 GFIs. Just come straight through. Block is a good skill. Doesn't get on the ball though. There goes the saw, that's fine. Badly hurt, we'll take that. So we'll get out this way, come up here, kill this lot, and turtle up. Hey Savannah, how's it going? Trying to kill our way through some vampires. And they're helping us. So let's see, 1, 2, 3. Get some distance. See if the fanatic can get a cheeky hit on this guy. Nope. Right, how are we going to do this? What's strength 4? Really, we just want to smash the thrall and then get back. This is a bit of a risky one, because it'll expose me to that, but he's got to do some dodges. Pow. Just a stun, that's pretty frustrating. Let's go stamp on that guy. That's probably not a good sign. Yeah, we get it. Will you please... Oh, I've done so much damage to this guy, there needs to be some... Just a stun again. Oh, okay, cool. Sweet. That'll do. Didn't even need the bias ref bonus. So he's got 1 thrall over here, 1 thrall over here. Gets POW. So ideally we've got to try and turn this into a mess so that he uses all of his rerolls, and we could take him into overtime with no thralls and no rerolls. Beat him up there. There's not much chance of getting him and turning him over, so it's just trying to assassinate these two, really. Alright, there's one. So you can come in here. But we've done a big wall here, so it should make it pretty difficult to recover anything. And we can start using this guy to get him down for fouls. Right, so this guy will be coming in. Let's hope he fails his bloodlust. Nope. 2 dice, he's pal fishing because we've got block. And a GFI. Yep. Okay, so we'll wrestle him down with this guy. Maybe even give him a smack with a troll. Ooh, excellent. So we can push this guy into all the rest of the stuff. Keep that leader tagged. Let's go power fishing. That's pretty bad. So now we can't get him down onto this one. Boo. Okay. Where can we go? And it's used our blitz. We don't have another option to get it down. So 1 dice, because of he's stupid. So we'll 2 dice him out of the way. Up near the fanatic and the diving tackle. Leave him. See if we can get this guy out. No. Alright, this is pretty dangerous now. We're going to get him out round to here, move him over, and then we could fanatic and still have a little bit of a cage. But that failed dodge puts us in a bit of a pants position because it frees up this guy as well before I could tag him with that. So, a couple of ones on this turn. The stupid troll, not getting the pals. Pretty risky business now. Vampire's not the runner's not going to disappear the ball, that's okay. Gets the POW, that's pretty painful. So he's coming down here. Gets the armor break, just the stun. No magnet hands for you. Ooh, that's not really that good for me. Just push, scatters that ball again. Okay, keeps it at the top, which is good. It's got this guy, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, so we can get round here. We can't really get away with it. Fails to pick up, is he going to use a reroll? Gets it. Oh, just roll 6s. Boo. There's another reroll. Ooh. Snake saving the day. Right, let's do this stuff first. If I pop you down here, I can grab you out and move you up. So, really we want to do the Fanatic first. Still stunned. Right. If we do him, that frees up this goblin. Do the safe move there. Right. Just to pick up the ball. Do this vampire without dodge, but then it puts it back onto him, so we're going to have to do this guy. Go pick it up, sidestep near the edge. Don't, thank you. We've got to go an extra square. Just so that they can't just switch off our sidestep and surface. Take out the non-dodge vampire. Nope, roll a 1. Excellent. You've got to basically stay there to gum up everything and keep that thrall from going anywhere. Okay. Right, so we kind of semi-rescued that absolutely trash turn. Although our troll's now going very stupid all the time, is a bit of a pain in the backside. This is easy to get rid of, but it will put it here So he gets the power, which is a shame if he didn't get the power. That was good times. Survives though, so we can sticky him next turn. This is an easy dodge to 2 dice. But we'll come up. So we've still got options. So we can't switch off the sidestep unless he wants to do a load of crazy dodges. He doesn't have any thralls and he's got 1 reroll left, so hopefully we can get some bad dice for him and it'll give us a chance. This guy also doesn't have dodge, so it's a 2+ without reroll. So we can switch this one off on a 3+ because of that tackle zone. Yeah, he switched it off, so this guy can come in, hit him here, and there's a chance that it'll scatter out. Then he won't really have any recovery unless it goes down the pitch, and there's this guy. Ooh. Snake some of these, no. Oh, 3+ hypno, 2+ hypno is such a pain in the ass. Right, so he doesn't really have any recovery now, but he doesn't really need it. Gets him down. Comes over here though. Excellent. So we'll grab that and go. Take this guy out. Push him back into here, keeping him as far away from this as possible. Gets the power. Ooh, and an armor break. Snacky. Come on, KO him. No, just a stun. Pop you up just to frustrate this lot. Block is good skill. And bugger off. So we're going to have to risk it up there. We can swarm back over with goblins. Nice. Okay, so there's 1 reroll, so hopefully we can get some more bad dice out of him this turn. And then we're relying on dodge versus power fishing. This guy can't get there. I don't think he's going to risk that dodge. But he's thinking about it. Could turn him over straight away, or use up his last reroll. Ooh, here's a bloodlust. Right, so that guy's getting surfed, but that's fine. Like, we're taking up his team and all of his rerolls. Ooh, fails the hypnogaze. Excellent. Right, so there's some bad dice. He's out of rerolls now. So any of these bloodlusts can really screw him over. This guy, we want to foul if we get the chance. Blocks good skill. So this guy's not getting surfed. He's not going to use this. So we can swarm these goblins up, bunker up here. This guy's going to come over. So we're going to have to turtle back up and then try and score on the last turn. So they'll pop me over here, I'm guessing, between all those vampires. So this guy can still get away, but he's now on many diving tackles. Ooh. Bonus. Right, so safe moves first. Troll. That could be hilarious to surf that guy, because I've got grab. So we'll stand you up. Get up there. Right, Fanatic to kill this guy. Not going to GFI there. Right. Two plus to surf him. Ooh, that's quite painful. We're going to have to eat that, unfortunately. That is a real shame on that one. No, he's got sidestep. So if I chain push this guy, he'd just sidestep out of the way. But I've got grab, so if I come in here, it's a 2+ to just surf this vampire runner. And then hilarity ensues. But he either has to dedicate his vampires over here with no rerolls to taking out these guys, or tries to come over. So either way, I've still got a ton of... he gets that, that's fine. KO. Still got plenty of bench. Whereas this guy can get up and hypno the troll if he likes. Blocks good skill. Gets just the stun. We've still got a diving tackle on this guy. He's welcome to hit me if he likes. It's not going to stop me doing much. But he's only got one thrall active. This thrall over here. Diving tackle, go-go. So he's on to pro. Nope. Get us record. Right. So. Ooh, that's not good. Bring you up. can we go where all of this is safe without using a reroll? Tag him up. We're just going to have to go right next to him. So we won't go fully onto him, so he can't just block and get onto the ball. Come here so that we have plenty of goblins afterwards. We got a troll for backup, and that blitzer. Stand up, blitz you, fanatic you guys. Got the guy that we wanted. Ooh, and a KO as well. Fantastic. Right, and then we'll leave this guy here just to make his life impossible, so he can't get over and hypno that guy. Right, that's as much as we can do. Then, if he does come up, we've got a block goblin with frenzy to get rid of him, a troll to add assists, and then a 1 and 9 to pick up and score the touchdown. He can't put it out of bounds. He can hypno this guy and then try and surf him, but I'm not particularly fussed about that. That's his blitz, and I'll take the score over this guy getting surfed. Then if he gets his drive, I've got bomber. Okay, that's fine. Even better. Okay, so this guy is coming over to hypno. So there's a whole lot of 2+s. Because if he does bloodlust, then he's got to eat that guy or turn over. If he fails any of these, so it's about 67. It's just over. It's about 55% chance that this would work. Nope. Just pushes. So we'll do him with the block goblin. So it's a 1 in 81 now that we don't score and tie the game. No bloodlust, so you can hypno the block goblin, I suppose. Yep, okay. And this guy can get over here. So we can vomit on this guy so we don't risk a turnover. Passes 3+, fails. Good times. Okay, so 3 vomits first. No. That's on himself. That's fine. Tactically burn all those ones. Gets the pal. Just a stun. That's 3 dices down here, so we've got a reroll, so we can definitely risk this. And see if we get a pal. Or an armor break on this guy on the floor. Nope, don't get anything. Okay, so tried for some extra damage, didn't get anything. Hey Darth, Pointy Pony, how's it going? So, this is going to go to overtime unless he can do some kind of crazy one-turn shenanigans. Ball and chain. Argued the call. Right. So, got to set up for a one-turn. This is probably the best one-turn defense that I've got used to. So, what he will need, both those stayed out, that's excellent. So he's got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 players. He has to get the ball, so that's 1. He's got to have a thrall back there, that's another 1. Then he's got to come up, get the troll, or the fanatic, which is even harder. This one stand firm. And he's got to push them this way. So these are dive and tackle. If he does come up here, hit him into this guy, it's 2 red dice. Actually, we'll just swap those 2 rounds for the stand firm. It's 2 red dice. Then he'll come up here, and then he has to get pushed through these places. So he'll have to come up and then through here. He can't go around. That'll waste his extra movement. If they do it this way and hit him into this guy, then it brings him through here, and he doesn't have that many people that he can put in this area to do the extra hits. So it beats doing just the one line, because these are over to the side. He has to either come against the edge or come through this bit, and he doesn't really have the players to do all of it. So if I just put a straight line, he could just run up, hypno one of them, and bugger off. With trolls and the fanatic, I outstrength him, so it's going to be difficult for him whichever way he does it. Hey, Lumimu, thanks for that. I don't even know what those things are that you just spent. But thanks for spending whatever it is you just used to highlight woo, because it's pretty big woo. If I can get this, then, and these guys stay out, or at least this guy, then I'm in a really good position for the overtime format, because he's got 0 rerolls, any bad dice, and he's a dead man. I've got my kick here, so I'll be putting it up here. Let's go do this. He doesn't have jugs either, so this troll is holding here, so he's going to have to do this troll if he wants to do anybody. There we go. We'll put it as far away from him as possible so it wastes some time. Change of weather. It bounces back to this side anyway, still perfect conditions. Whatever. Boom, end of one turn. Right, overtime it is. Now if we get it, it's just a golden goal, so we don't have to bugger about doing stuff, we can just go score. and win, because you don't have to play the full half. And we have a bribe to keep the fanatic around. And we can put Bomber on the pitch as well. We are missing a Saw, that's a bit of a shame, but we can't keep everything safe. And he committed a lot to going and killing it the first time. Bloodlust works. Go Hypno something. So you can get an assist and a 2 dice on the troll. We'll move him round for the assist. Still got to roll a lot of dice. Oh, he's risking it because these could all end in some turnovers. Nope, there you go. We will use the bribes if we can keep him. Ooh, his good one is still out. That is amazing. And I'll receive the ball, thank you very much. So we're against 8 Vamps, 2 thralls, 3 thralls. He's got kick, and he's still got some dangerous people, but he is lacking that guy, and one of his vampires will have to go on the LOS if he wants to kick. We have a full team, Bomber, Fanatic, both of our good hitters, our sneaky git, dive and tackle. So we'll use the block goblin to go pick up the ball. We'll use this guy to hunt down his vamps for some fouling with this guy, the fanatic and the trolls to add just a big wall of strength. And we'll see if we can target these thralls, this guy here, and then just try and power hunt on the other ones when we can. One of the other options we have is if we get pretty close up together and we've got the trolls, we can just lob a goblin. But also he's as slow as we are, so if I can put this guy on the wrong side, I can hand off and bugger off, and they won't be able to catch me. And then we'll be through to the next round of the internationals, which will be nice. Right, so he's going to be really aggressive because he doesn't have the time or the rerolls to hang around. And we've just got to keep his thralls away from his players, kill them all, and then move on. So we want to troll hit this guy. Right, we want the same pretty much setup as we had last time. Swap you for you. Let's see. Right, so he can come up and foul. We've got dive and tackle to stop that side. Pop him over there, because that's where all of his players are coming from. Yeah, it is ludicrous. But hopefully, like, we've got a full squad and we've got a reroll. He's got very few thralls left and no rerolls. So hopefully we can just bang this in. Oh, that's fucking annoying. Pardon my French. Fouling Frenzy. for me as well. I can get some SPP on this shenanigans. Right. Get down there. There goes one thrall. Ooh, straight into a 1 and 9. But takes out the other thrall. Excellent. Right, time to get sensible. You come there. You come down. So it's no reroll Blood Bowl now. Stupid. Gets the POW. Ooh, gets another armor break and another removal. Excellent amounts of removal straight away. Take out all the entire LOS. If he appos that, I'm going to just stamp on it. Okay. You back there. Don't have to stamp on it this turn because he is stunned. Gets the pickup. But I am going to anyway, because the sooner we can get him off, the sooner we can get back to doing other things. Just a stun. Oh, if only I had Dirty Player. Alrighty. Okay, so we've got a squad back here. And now it's basically who rolls the least amount of ones. But he's got 5 guys, 1 speedy guy, and the rest are slow. So as long as I can buff up my players in lined defense, he shouldn't be able to just run through, smash me, and run off with it. Gets the POW. And a removal. Do we want to risk it for a biscuit? Oh, I forgot to put Bomber on the pitch. That was a bit dumb of me. Yeah, we're going to keep him on. So we need all the bodies we can get. And if we lose this, we're out anyway, and it's the last match of the team. So if he kills a player, he kills a player. And it also stops him running through that square. So this is our target. These guys can come up here, and I'll make a little cage in the middle. And then basically we've got to just trust in Blodge as we leg it up and down the pitch. But all of these, there's a failed one. So he's going to have to end his turn on that one or go eat his only thrall, which I don't think he wants to do. Can come hypno this guy. Right, okay. So I want to get as far away from the thrall and that lot as possible. Smack him with the troll. Okie dokie. Diving tackles on the cage. Cheeky pow. No armor valley break. Foul him. No. Where can we go to just ruin his life? If we go there, you can just dodge off on the twos. Come here, we get in the way of coming through. Oh, just go stupid instead. Just pushes. So we get the push anyway. Pop him out there. Go annoy him to sticky as thrall. So that his thrall can't just come running around and do whatever he likes. We've got a strength 3 guy here. He's got no dodge. Just push. Excellent, so that wastes a turn. And his thrall's got to stay over there. So now it's 2 pluses again. But he does have options, like he can. Not sure what he's going to do with that guy there. Okay, yep, that's fine. So you can hypno this guy and come in, but it's still GFI's dodges. Just crossing all of our fingers and hoping that he fails some bloodlust rolls. That is not a failed bloodlust roll. Looks like this guy's coming in. 1, 2, 3, and pop me out down here for one of these guys. Yes. Right. So we can grab you, hit you off. Safe moves. That's 3 dice. And freeze up all of this lot to come up. If I get him down. If I don't, it puts it here. And this lot can still come up. I can just hit him for 2 dice. I'll do that. Thought it was going to be a terrible dub skull there. So he's now on the ball. Yes, so we can put tackle on him. Now we do it this way. Get him up here. So we can get you around here with the troll. And escape this way. Excellent use of the Fanatic. Go ahead. Perfect. Well done, Mr. Fanatic. Go there and just annoy him. Where can these guys get to? All the way over there. If I get right in their face... then they've got to come round. Ooh, I'll activate this guy first. Oh, don't fail me now. Oh, 111, that's not getting anywhere. Okay, so he does have a route through. These guys are all on dive and tackle. There's his bloodlust. It's either a turnover. I can't get to that guy. Well, he can, I suppose. He's got to do a buttload of dive and tackle nonsense there. Oh, okay, so I don't have to dive and tackle yet, so we'll see. Dive and tackle does the thing. That should be game. Right, so safe moves first. Sprint away. Come foul him. Ooh, so that's an incredibly difficult match, which we actually did quite well in. That's quite good. Come up here, carry on the screen. See if we can get some damage and some SPP. Cheeky pal. Put him inside. get rid of the main threat. Just a stun is good enough. And go getting away. Okie dokie. Right, so unless there's some kind of miracle which defies the game, we'll just run it in next turn, and that's the win. But that was lucky to get the damage to start off with without taking too much. Kindirin's a really good coach, especially with vampires as well, so this was not an easy match. But we managed to use our pieces in the right places and get some murder. Trying to kill my good guy. Please don't die on the last turn. Like, that would be terrible, because I've used my Apo. Way. Survives. Lives to goblin another goblin day. I mean, he can try and get up and foul if he really likes. Can't really stop that. He's up. Not sure what he's doing. Hypno that guy. Come around here and foul. He's going to try and kill him. Hopefully Skazatsky survives. Yep, here comes the foul. Fingers crossed, everybody. Can't lose our super goblin on the last turn. That would be pants. No! Ha ha ha! Excellent. And he gets sent off. Delicious. Right. There is nothing that we can do really that's worth it. So I will just take the win. See, oh, I've been getting messages from Kindirin. So let's just say well done to him. Right, so now we just got to do our end turns and we're done. Ooh. Straight out. And the Vamps get a reroll as well. There we go, just hitting the end turns now. Since the overtime is goal in Rebbl, so you don't have to do the rest of it. And we're through to the next stages. That was a totally unexpected result. I was expecting to get stuffed by those Vamps. But we murdered enough to start off with that we put him in an impossible place and then won. So, huzzah! And we didn't even need Dribble Snot on the pitch. Okay. So validate that, save the replay, and let's go have a look at those stats and see what we did. So no kills, we got 4 cans to his 2. Inflicted injuries 24 to 10, so plenty of damage on this side. Only 4 of them, that's a bit of a thing. 5 KOs, so 9 out of 24 were removals. So even then, that's pretty lucky on his part. More blocks than him, so we out-bullied him. KO sustained 5 to 6, 1 on the damage. 12 in total, so I did 2 to myself. 11 foul actions to 2. One send-off, which was the 1-star hide, which was Bomber. 15 stuns out of 24. That's pretty lucky on his part, to be fair. Dodges were really good. His failed a few times. Rushes. That was my bomb, that was for his. Pickup, I got really lucky on those. He didn't miss any, but he's on a 2+, so it's not really that unlikely. Projectile Vomit didn't do anything. SPP 4 for Vex. There's our MVP. These 2 are the touchdowns. And Kaz for the Incredible as well. Dice rolls. Alright, argue the call, that's pretty good with a ref. Value, that's really good for me, 53% against 40, that's quite good. Bloodlust, 91%, that's ridiculously high. Bomb damage, both my bribes worked. No catches, 25% for him. Dodges, about average for me. With Diamond Tackle, that's about right. Hypnotic Gaze, again over average, but it's 82%, so I'm not exactly too worried about that. KO was good, I got all of mine back in one go, and then it didn't really matter after that. His was pretty average. Pass, pickup was good. His pro was little pants actually, that was quite lucky for me. Projectile Vomit, once on myself, once on him. Stupid was good, just above average. My rush was below average, but I can live with that. He had a ton of 6s, which helped him. This was quite high. Mine was quite average. Just a few less 3s. Yeah, there we go. So that was pretty good in the middle of it. Thanks, Kindirin. Good luck on that as well. I'm not sure if the International has a second bracket, a second chance bracket, but if it does, good luck in that one. But I think Rebel's got to figure out what it's going to do for the next 3 months anyway. So I'm sure we'll see you again at some point. But thanks for a really good match. It was really difficult, and you gave me tons and tons of headaches to deal with. So that's pretty much the end of the match. I might do some arena later or some ladder, um, just to get through that lot. But on the whole, I'm just gonna have a quick break, get some stuff done. We don't have any damage on our team that we've got to worry about. We've got a load of SPP that we've got to spend. Depending on who we come up to next, we can tailor our TV to it. These two here can take some random agility skills, and I've got plenty of money to do it. Yeah, dive and tackle goblins are great. Like this guy is a little superstar. He randomed wrestle, then I took tackle, and he's leveled up enough to just take diving tackle and sidestep. Like, he's really, really good piece. I love him. This guy as well is pretty good, although he's going to have to take something soon, whether it's a stat or another skill. I might take tackle for him, just so that he can do some extra second shenanigans. But yeah, it's good fun, hopefully. Let's have a look, see what's going on in the rankings. So on the first page, in the win squad, so we're probably going to have to take on one of their slots soon. It's a lot of bash teams. I'd love to do Lyricus's like his Elven All Stars. There's so much TV I could abuse, but all of these are big teams. So except for this, except for Viking Cup, and there's Chorfs, but all of these give me a lot of TV to play with. So I'll have some fun. Thanks again for an awesome match. I'm going to end the stream there. But yeah, it's always a pleasure to play you, and thanks for the game.